Hello everyone, Elistria here. Welcome to my channel. So I'm just going to jump right in. Thank you all for tuning in. If you're new, welcome. If you are returning, so glad you came back. Today, I just want to show you guys how quick and easy it can be to create some wonderful dishes for your holiday table, for your family, for yourself, for your friends. And so we're going to be making some quick apple pie tarts. Let's call it that. How about that? Okay. So I've already started the apples. This is about 4 medium to large size Gala apples. I diced them. I added in the juice of a lemon, about a teaspoon and a half of raw sugar, some, grandmama them, a sprinkle of cinnamon, sprinkle of allspice, sprinkle of some ginger, get that good apple pie flavor going, huh? Yes. A little bit of tapioca starch just to thicken the mixture. And I'm just letting them cook down a little bit because I'm going to show you a little trick that I use often, just in case perhaps your dough making skills are not up to par, or if you don't purchase pre-prepared dough and things like that. I'm going to show you a good trick, so hold on. Okay guys, here we are. Now you guys, if you've been with me for a little while, you have seen me feature this lavash. This is a Mediterranean flatbread. I love it. It has the flavor reminiscent of saltine crackers, which I no longer eat, but this tastes really good. It tastes like saltine crackers to me, and so I love to use this. It's great for wraps, but I also like to use it in baking. This would also work with if you had a thin pita bread or something close in that nature. So I just want to show you what I've done. So they come in these sheets. Okay, they come in these sheets. Y'all know I'm working with one hand. So they come in a sheet like this, right? So what I have done is I have folded that in half, cut, and then taken those two pieces, folded it in half again, and then made a cut. And that is how I ended up with these 4 slices of bread. So here is what I am going to do. Now this is a non-stick, well used, seasoned, come on here, seasoned muffin tin. Okay, these are the larger ones. This is not a traditional small size muffin tin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my second muffin tin and press it down, clean, mind you, press it down over top of it. And this is going to create little cups. And I'm going to bake it, and it's going to become crisp. Now, sometimes what I will do is spray with a little light oil just to make sure, but this is non-stick. So it's not necessary that I do that, but I still may. You know what? Let me do that just to be safe. Okay guys, so I went ahead and I oiled my pan. You see I got a little bit right there, it's okay. And I got those pressed down in. So what I'm going to do now is just add a little oil on top, and that's just going to help it. Now this bread is very good and it crisps up very nicely, but the little oil that's there is just going to help it. So I thought I had my brush. Let me grab my little brush so I can get it ready. Okay, so I'm just going to brush that around, make sure that it's all coated. Okay. Okay. Now, like I said, this bread does very well with crisping. I actually cut it like this many times and toast it to create large crackers for like, like little snacks and things like that. So it's not necessary that I put the top back on there. However, I am going to add the second pan back on top. It'll just help conduct a little bit of extra heat and make sure that the shell doesn't morph while it's toasting. Okay, so I'm going to put this into the oven on 350 and bake it for around 5 to 10 minutes, and then we'll check. Okay, so I'll bring you back. Meanwhile, I turn the heat off on the apples and I'm letting them cool because I don't want to put hot apples into the shells. I want them to be warm or even cool, and then that way I don't have to worry about my crust or my tartlet shell, quote unquote, getting soggy. So that's what we're doing. We're going to let this cool a little bit, and then I'll bring you guys back when the shells are done. Okay guys, it's been about 5 minutes. I took the second pan off. You can see the inside is glistening with the oil. The sides have begun to crisp up very nicely, but the bottoms are still soft. So I'm going to put it back in the oven for about maybe 3 minutes. I want to watch it carefully because I do not want my bread to burn. And then I will bring you guys back, okay? Okay guys, real quick. Wisdom said to just turn the oven off and just let them sit in the oven without the heat actually going. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just letting them sit here while I prepare and gather up my filling. Okay, so I'm just going to let them sit in here with the oven off, but the residual heat working on the bottom because I do not want my crust burn. And then I'll bring you back. Okay guys, you are going to get a 2-for-1. Look here. What is that? Huh? What is it? You know what that is. That's that good sweet potato. Huh? I had those in the oven. I was going to do something else with them, but I was like, you know what? Why don't we just go ahead and make a little bitty sweet potato pie? How about that, huh? We started Thanksgiving early. Bless God, okay? So this is baked sweet potatoes. I do not boil my potatoes to make sweet potato pie. My mom never did that growing up. She always baked hers because they retain more of their flavor. The flavor was more full, and you don't lose the nutrients in the water because you're not using the water with the pie. So this is 2 medium-sized, I'm not going to use all of this, I don't think. 2 medium-sized sweet potatoes. I added in, y'all know grandmama them seasoning, a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of nutmeg. I did not use sugar. I used sugar on the apples because I wanted to get that caramelized type of flavor. I used honey, okay? What does I say? Cinnamon, a little lemon juice, some vanilla. Of course, you got to have that vanilla, huh? Yeah, vanilla. A little bit of tapioca starch to thicken because, again, this is not going to be baking in the oven with the crust. So you want it to have that good substance. So that's going to kind of help bind it together because we're not using eggs or anything like that. No, we don't do that. We're on the vegan side, praise God, okay? And I added a little bit of plant milk. I use hemp milk, okay, just to bring it all together. So that cinnamon, nutmeg, a little lemon juice, okay, brighten up, some vanilla, a little bit of tapioca starch to thicken, okay, and we just mixing this all up, getting it nice and smooth for the pie. So we're gonna get a 2-for-1 today. Praise God. Oh yeah, you guys, I forgot. I added a little bit of ginger because why not? I like it. Okay, you guys, the crusts are out. They look very similar to how they went in. However, let's do a little test. This is rubber, so that's probably not the best test. But if you tap it with an object or with your finger and it's firm like crackers, then you know it's ready. And I did that. So it is ready. So I'm going to let them cool for just a second, and then we're going to get these little pies together. How about that? Okay guys, we're back. You're at a weird angle because I want you to see me putting this into the cup. So I have my pan here with my apples, and I'm just going to add it in just on top, just like that. Nothing, no rocket science, nothing of that nature. We're just putting it in there, okay? So we'll have 2 apple pies and we'll have 2 sweet potato pies. How about that? Okay, So I'm just going to add these into our little cups. You can pile it as high as you want, honey. Listen. Well, not too high because you know portion control. All right. We're not going to lose it because it's Thanksgiving. All right. So let me switch up and get my sweet potatoes. Okay, guys, I got my little sweet potatoes here. I'm going to add that in there. Now, again, you can put as little or as much as you like. You know, I don't know about nobody else, but I like the filling of pies, especially when it comes to apple pie, because I prefer to eat my apples raw. But it's really about the crust for me. So if I get that good crunch, that good texture, that good give, when I bite into it, I'm good. So you could take this as high or as low as you want. I'm not going to do too much. Okay, now let's just say you wanted to put these back into the oven. You could. I recommend that you do as we have done, and that is to turn the heat off and put them back in there a little bit. Remember, we added the thickening agent, so it's pretty thick. It's not going to need anything additional, but this is where we are. So just one sec. Okay, you guys, here we are. We have plated our delicious little pies. They look so yummy and scrumptious. I've made myself a little cup of tea with some star anise, and I have my handy dandy eat your veggies napkin. Yes, I'm ready. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. I hope that it is inspiring for you, that it gives you a little bit of idea. You don't have to be a 5-star chef. You don't have to have gone to culinary school to make delicious food, nutritious food. You could add nuts to the top of this if you wanted to. You could add custard and put fresh fruit on the top and make little tartlets if you wanted. You could do chocolate in the bottom and do some bananas and some nuts or whatever you like, honey. Do what you want to do. How about that? That's what I always say. You could do paint the shells with a little bit of oil and put some cinnamon sugar on there and do like some little churro cups. The possibilities are endless. This could even be savory. If you wanted to do like some little mini taco salads, that would be great. Maybe some salsa, that would be great. Honey, have a ball. But hopefully this inspired you. If you haven't already and you are looking for a place where you can get some great inspiration for your health journey, please do hit the subscribe button, like, share, comment. If you try it, please post and tag. I would love to see you guys' pictures. Have a great time, have fun, and keep it healthy, okay? God bless you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.